Hello world, I'm here with Mr. Edmund Cartwright, the inventor of the power loom.
Hello.
I'm going to ask a series of questions for the people listening and viewing from home. They want to know all the details about your invention. So first question comes from Jorge from Spain. When did you get the first idea to create the power loom?
I remember I was visiting the cotton spinning mills in Derbyshire, our rice machine. And I had the idea, I wanted to create something very similar.
That is a wonderful story. Now, Richard from Albania asks, what does this machine do?
Well, the machine's similar to the hand loom. With the hand loom, people had to lift and lower the warp threads, tightly strung threads and waft threads and weak threads, and they were all drawn between the warp threads. Now this would create the cloth. Well, with the power loom, this was done, but the machine was steam powered, so instead of having to do all the footwork with it, you could just kind of do it.
Truffaldino for Bergamo asks, how would this machine change the work having to be done?
Well, the machine is easier to deal with. The power loom sped up process with making cloth, and it really just made it good quality.
Jacob from Prussia asks, did you ever put the power loom into factories?
I had a factory in Doncaster, and I also patented the idea for it in 1785.
Samantha from America asks, how did the original idea do?
Well, when the power loom first came out, it wasn't a very useful tool. It needed a lot of work to be done to improve the quality of the machine. But, eventually the factory was shut down, and the work of the power loom was unheard of for many years. But, as around as time passed, eventually the power loom came back and was recognized again.
Wow, really? So Bob from France asks, what has changed since the original power loom?
Well, other inventions were added onto it, such as the speed baton, which can make it faster, and then it just became bigger over time.
Everyone wants to know, why do you say this invention was important?
Well, as cities grew and people joined the towns looking for work, the factories were built, and because of the growing population, everyone needed it. And so the textile industry grew, and hand looms were not efficient enough to do it. So when the power loom was created, the cloth could be made quicker. And it was just really great quality, and people needed the cloth, and they needed it quickly. And, they didn't really have time to do it because it took so long. And because of that, buying cloth was so much easier. And so basically, to sum it up, because there was more resources, there was more people, and with the more people, there was needed for more clothes. And that's how the power loom became born.
Soder from Community asks, how does the power loom help today's society?
Well, the power loom made ways for innovations for cloth and fabrics to be made easy and cheap. Since production is cheap, selling cloth becomes cheap too, and this is how it's used today. And it's all thanks to my invention, the power loom.
Thank you, Mr. Cartwright. There you go, folks, the power loom and its inventor, Mr. Edmund Cartwright. Good day and good night.